Welcome to CNN Today, the most trusted journalism in your language. I'm Bianca Goladriga. We tell you today's major global stories in about 5 minutes. It's Saturday, July 13th. Here is your CNN. President Joe Biden said that he will continue his re-election campaign during a NATO news conference, despite some Democratic lawmakers calling for him to step aside. He dismissed concerns about his age and health caused by his poor performance at a presidential debate 2 weeks ago. Kayla Tausche reports.
In a high-stakes press conference, President Biden unapologetic in his decision to seek a second term, saying that the gravity of the situation demands he finish the job while acknowledging he has much more work to do to allay the concerns of voters.
I'm just going to keep moving, and because, look, I got more work to do. We got more work to finish. There's so much, we've made so much progress.
Biden was far less defiant than he was in recent days, taking an opportunity to exalt his vice president, suggesting that she could serve as president on day one and that even she could beat Trump. Biden's team, in the wake of this press conference, relieved that he had an opportunity to talk about substance and personality and even hit back at his opponent in an opportunity he missed on the debate stage. But Democrats aren't sold, some texting tonight saying it was better but not a home run. And in the coming days, his party will continue assessing his candidacy. Kayla Tausche, CNN, Washington.
Many hostages taken by Hamas during the October 7th attacks are still being held inside Gaza. I sat down with 27-year-old Andrei Kozlov, who was rescued by the Israeli military just last month.
The doctors, your mom, said that there was a lot of psychological warfare conducted and abuse. How often would you hear things like that, and how did it make you feel?
Not from everybody, but some of them, the last main bad guy who was with us. At the last our place, he told us a lot, like, Israel wants to kill us, and we are a problem for Israel. And they try to solve this problem, like, with the way of, like, bomb, that your family doesn't try to find you. And to Shlomi, they said that your wife is probably looking for somebody else.
Did you ever believe it?
I try not to believe in this. Like, I was sure that my family is looking for me. I was sure that wife of Shlomi keep going and try to find him. I was sure that Israel doesn't want to kill us, but they told us this a lot.
A new study from the American Cancer Society finds that nearly half of the cancer deaths in the U.S. could be prevented by making lifestyle changes. Meg Terrell has details.
Well, this new study from the American Cancer Society looks at cancer cases and deaths among adults aged 30 and older, and it estimates that 40% of cancer cases and 44% of cancer deaths could potentially be preventable. They say they're attributable to potentially modifiable risk factors. Now, what are those risk factors? Well, the leading one probably won't surprise anybody. It's cigarette smoking. They estimate that that contributed to 19% of cancer cases and 29% of cancer deaths in this study. The next is excess body weight, followed by alcohol consumption. Also a big risk factor up there is exposure to UV radiation, the risk for skin cancer, of course. They also looked at people's diets, not eating enough fruits and vegetables or eating a lot of red meat or processed meat, as well as cancer-causing viruses. Now, they found that the cancers that were most linked to these potentially modifiable behaviors, the top one is lung cancer, that connection to smoking. The second is female breast cancer. There are links there both to excess body weight and to alcohol consumption. Skin melanoma, of course, from sun exposure, and colorectal cancer. Now, the researchers told us that there's actually some good news here, which is that folks think maybe it takes a long time to reverse your risk for these kinds of cancers. But actually, changing behaviors, they say, can start to reduce risk pretty quickly. So on a personal basis, it's the things we hear about all the time. Don't smoke, maintain a healthy body weight, cut back or stop drinking alcohol, exercise, and of course use sun protection.
Thank you so much for watching CNN Today, the most trusted journalism in your language. We'll see you next week.